Hello, my name's Rhianydd Webb. I'm from Dragons and Daffodils Cakes, and today I'm a guest tutor at Pretty Witty Cakes. This is a mini tutorial, and today we're going to make a leaf. And this is out of wafer paper. Very, very easy to use wafer paper, no waiting for it to dry, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to show you all the things we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to think about is wafer paper. Our wafer paper is 0.27 millimeters thick. And that's important to know because sometimes they're too thin. This thickness is the standard thickness you get in cake shops. So that should make it much easier for you to find. Any of the cake shops should stock it for you. So let's talk about cutters. You can use craft cutters. You can even use cake decorating cutters. There's no hard and fast rule about what to use with your wafer paper, just what's easier for you. If you've got one of these wonderful machines like the Cry Cuts or anything craft that you can digitize it, fantastic. The rest of us, we have to use the scissors. So I'm going to show you how to do this now. Easiest way with craft punches is they do the job for you. Now, the craft punches, they've got holes in different places on them, so careful where you insert the wafer paper so you don't catch it in them. There we go. If I show you the two, can you see one's very narrow? So keep an eye on that so you don't spoil your wafer paper. Okay, so now we've got our shape. I'll explain. I've got some eucalyptus green coloured wafer paper. In our full tutorial, which is available on Pretty Witty Cakes, we'll talk all about colour and how to colour it yourself. Let's do some shapes. We're going to use 28 gauge wire. You can use any brand. Today I've got the Japanese Sunrise. You can cut the wires with the scissors. It's only a 28 gauge. It's very, very soft. The wafer paper doesn't weigh anything, so it's not like sugar where it's going to fall over. It weighs nothing. So it's very, very easy to wire. The first thing we need to do, we need to cut halfway on a eucalyptus leaf. Other leaves are different. It's not the same for all leaves. We need to affix the wire with a little edible glue. Any brand is good, but it's better to actually buy a brand rather than make it yourself. Always pop a bit onto the clean board so that there's not too much on your brush. Very gently paint a line. Press the wafer paper down. Now it's always good to have a tea towel at this point because your hands are going to get wet very quickly with the wafer paper. Let's move these out of your way. There we go. So it's actually stuck already. It's really, really quick process. All we need to do is to cover that wire now. We're going to re-glue over the wire. And all leaves have natural movement to them, so let's help them have that natural movement by gently pulling over so that we've overlapped and then press at the join. Don't press too hard straight away because let the paper bend on its own and then once it's bent on its own it will hold that shape. It needs about 10 seconds with the glue to be fully set. So now for the fun bit, we're going to steam this now. Steamers are fantastic. Any steamer, you can use clothing steamers, facial steamers, any steamer works. The first thing you need to know with a steamer is you need to set it going. It's like a miniature kettle, but it boils much, much faster, so you don't have to worry about how long it's going to take. You can possibly hear it starting to steam now. It's usually a few seconds or so. I'm just going to explain where the steam comes because that's a really important thing to know how to steam your leaves. While it's steaming, I'm going to get a rose leaf veiner, and this is a rose petal cutter shape, or as we used, a circular shape. Can you hear the steam coming up now? Just like a kettle, so it's just starting to boil, and in a second you'll see, I'm going to turn it down quite quickly, because you can see the steam will start to hit my hand. I've got two settings on mine. There we go. Can you see it's now hitting about there? So most steamers will have a setting about here. So that is the best place to hold your hand. Hold it too close and that's when it hurts. I'm going to use, we have innies and outies with our leaf veiners. I think that's quite a nice way of describing it. So this is the bit that sticks out, the vein is protruding. We're going to put the nice shiny side of the wafer paper, which is smooth, face down onto the leaf, and I'm going to hold it above the steam. Literally takes 2 or 3 seconds, and then I can use the double-sided veiner, press it in place. Now I always get myself into a habit of turning the steamer off while I'm doing this. There's no need to cloud up your room in the meantime. Once you've counted to 10, maybe 15 on a rainy day, gently take it out, pull it away, and you've veined your leaf. So give it a little pinch, and that's all you need to do. So that's how to make the basic leaf. Of course, you can do lots of things with it. You can wire it into full stems to make it look more like real flowers, real leaves, actual nature. You can wire it into sprays. You can just use single leaves as well. You can do them unwired. So many things to do, but the best thing to do, of course, is to go along to the tutorial, the full tutorial on Pretty Witty Cakes, and we hope to see you there.